What do you think about the Grizzlies handing down a 2 game suspension for John Morant for him displaying a gun in a club this past weekend?
I have to say it's a crock. I mean, we've seen people get suspended for more for a lot less. Again, like Kyle stated already, every time Ja is in the news, it has lately been in a negative aspect. So, the accusations of the striking a 17-year-old and then, flashing a gun in his face. We're talking about the entourage with the red light that someone saw, like head of security thought that they were getting a gun pointed at them. And now this. It's just it's a string of issues. It is a string of nuances every week, it seems, with John Morant. And Shannon Sharp has touched on it. Stephen A. Smith has touched on it. Multiple NBA players have touched on it. When you go to become a multi-million dollar athlete, a professional athlete, no matter where you come from, whether it's privilege, whether it's poverty, no matter the situation, you are chasing a goal and a dream, right? For those that are coming out of negative situations, it is to get out of something. It is to leave an area. It is to put a lifestyle behind you. But for John Morant, it seems like he wants to bring that entourage or that lifestyle with him. He wants to carry on that persona of sorts. And it infuriates me because you try so hard your entire life to get out of a situation. You want to get your family out of a bad neighborhood. You want to get your family away from a specific crowd. You want to put your family up in a nice area, whatever the situation may be. And Ja Morant wants to go and put himself in this situation. I mean, I don't understand what you're getting from showing off a gun on IG Live at 4 or 5 in the morning in Denver, Colorado. I don't know why you have one when you have hired security, when you have a bunch of bouncers at a club, I would assume. Again, when you have your own entourage. Why do you need to carry for what? What does that do for you? Does that make you look cool? Does it make you feel tough? Like for I don't know. Again, clarify for me because in my mind, when you get to that next level, when you become a pro athlete, you don't need to do that stuff. You hire people for that, right? If you got your crew with you, you got your boys with you, what do you need to carry it for? I think it's corny. I think it is childish. I think it is him not being able to let go of the past. And, I'm just gonna say this straight out. This could get John Morant in a lot of trouble. This could get John Morant hurt. This could get him killed. You out here flashing guns over here. You're not looking tough. You're just making yourself a prime target, right? Celebrities all across the globe of all ages throughout history have all thought they were bigger than life itself. There were some instances of multiple celebrities just in the media for just horrible instances, right? It's not going to change. It's the mindset. John Morant's 23 years old. He's come across all this money. He's got all these people with him, blah, 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 blah. The narratives are endless. But for him to only get 2 games from the Grizzlies, for a PR person to come in and give John Morant a blank statement, I need to work on myself. Like this is a problem. I have an issue. I have to correct. No, bro, you need to grow up. You don't have a disease. You don't have a mental illness. You don't have a problem. You are being dumb. You need to grow the fuck up and act like a professional. There's just no reason for you to be sitting there waving it around on it. First of all, what do you want Instagram Live waving a gun for? You do know that everything is tracked nowadays. It takes one screenshot. It takes one screen recording. You have millions of followers on social media. Did that make he was probably drunk or he was thinking, why do you have a gun in a club in Denver, Colorado to begin with? I don't understand. Kyrie basically got canceled for a social media post that people misinterpreted for their own selfish reasons and got him in all this trouble. Now he doesn't have a partnership with Nike. Now he's deemed a problem. Now he's deemed a headache. John Morant waves a gun and the Grizzlies are like, I'm happy. I'm proud that he's working on it. Nike comes out and says, we're happy that he's owning up to his. No shit, he's owning up to his fault. It was the gun in his hand. It wasn't his friend in the background. It wasn't his dad in the back. It was him on his Instagram. I don't get it. You cut ties with players for less, and now you're going to sit here and back a guy that's just waving around a gun and in the media for all the negative wrong, all the wrongdoings. I don't get it. I feel like John Morant just wants to throw away his life, doesn't care, and I hope all his sponsorships get taken away. I don't give a shit, bro. I really don't care if you're on Powerade. Nike's got a new Nike sponsor athlete, which is hysterical because Kyrie leaves and then John Morant gets a shoe, but that's neither here nor there. The point of what I'm getting at is when you make mistakes over and over and over and over and over, it's like the old saying goes, fool me once, shame on you, or fool me once. I don't even fucking remember the saying. Because I always get the stupid quote from George Bush in that Jay-Z song, or not, excuse me, that J. Cole song. I'm fed up with the excuses people are giving athletes, but we're seeing regular people get incarcerated for less. We're seeing regular people get booked and canceled and banished for just verbal words. A celebrity goes and posts a whole reel, Instagram live, recording video of him with a firearm, and he gets 2 games. Come on, we got to do better than that. That's just ridiculous. Ja Morant needs the book thrown at him, needs to be punished, needs to be reprimanded, and he needs to feel it. 2 games ain't shit. He is going to literally come into a over $200 million contract next season. Do you think he's going to care about 2 games this year? No. And him deleting social media just means he's going to do it without other people seeing. Come on. It's dumb. I'm sorry I've gone on a rant. I've had a lot of pent-up aggression towards this whole thing for the last couple of days, and I stand by what I said. If you're going to make immature decisions like that, you think there's not going to be any repercussions? I hope they take away all his sponsorships and Ja loses it all. Clearly, you're not appreciative of the great opportunity you have in front of you because you want to flex and pretend to be something that you're not. It's just not the way to go about it.
Kev, I'll finish the quote for you. It's fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Yeah, that one.
There you go. But no, Kev, I think you hit the nail on the head when it came to this. When it comes to Ja, look, I understand that he's 23 years old. And, for everybody who's listening right now, guys, we're in our late 20s. We're not in our 40s or 50s where it can kind of come off as like we're making like a boomer type of argument in this regard. He's only a couple years younger than us, and I could guarantee you the overwhelming majority of people our age aren't flexing guns like that. And if they are bringing some unwanted attention. I could tell you that. Because whenever like Kevin and I used to go to clubs, like all of our friends used to go to clubs, I guarantee you everybody just went there to have a good time, probably drink a little bit. But nobody was bringing a gun and then flashing it so everybody could see it for social media clout. I can guarantee you that. Even the people that carry just regularly, who have a concealed carry permit, Kev, I guarantee you every single one of those people do not do what Ja did. They don't flex their guns on Instagram or social media for clout.
That's the last place you want to be on when you had a firearm on you.
You know the last person that tried to do that was Aaron Hernandez. And look how it ended for him. And my question to Ja would be simply this. You want to go down that route, bro? Because we have an example with Aaron Hernandez. Look where it ended it with him.
Couldn't leave that life behind him.
He got hit for murder. He was allegedly involved in a double murder. And then goes to prison. And then he hangs himself. If that's the life that Ja wants to go down, that's his choice, bro. I'll tell you right now, though, dude, you got to leave that in the past. It's not worth it. You have potential to make hundreds of millions of dollars in your NBA career. And you're going to potentially throw that away because of gun shit? Because you try to act hard in the streets? Bro, you got to let that go. And trust me.
The worst part is
he's
got a kid, dude. He's got a whole ass daughter to take care of.
And trust me, I guarantee you this. Ja is not a gangster like that. Ja doesn't move like that. And I tell you what, if you were to go down in the hood with guys that have really kind of been through it, they would look at somebody like Ja like, come here, young buck. It's like, you ain't that. You are not that guy. And honestly, if you want to be that guy, then you're going to get into some situations that the majority of people don't want to go through anyway. And I guarantee you Ja's not like that. Ja's not built like that.